for any previous thing that you feel like it got under your skin or anything like that. That wasn't
No,
my.
nothing's gotten under my skin, man. To be honest with you, none of this bothers me. It takes a lot to get under my skin, and no
Okay.
one has come close in the last couple of years. But my
Awesome.
point is this sort of legal thing that you engage in where you say these words about not wanting unnecessary joinder and being of the family maze and all that kind of stuff, just it doesn't have any actual meaning, which you can say it, but it doesn't matter.
That
So you have a right to represent yourself. Do you understand that you have the right to be represented by counsel throughout these proceedings?
I do understand that, and I just wanted to ask again for clarification of the jurisdiction that you mentioned last time.
I don't understand the question.
As I read the Constitution, there's two types of jurisdiction when it comes to.
This is not an admiralty court.
Okay, it's common law.
This is a Colorado state court. We are under the jurisdiction of Colorado. The United States Constitution applies. The laws in the state of Colorado apply. Do you understand that if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you?
Yes, I'm aware of that. And like how to go forward. You mentioned jurisdiction last time, and I was wondering, as I understand it, there's two types of jurisdiction, criminal and admiralty, and I'm just trying to figure out which one of those we're going to try
All right,
this.
Mr. Mays, so this is not a court where magic words and things have talismanic effect. The things that you've been filing have no meaning. If you want to represent yourself, you can do that if you agree that you subject yourself to the authority of the court. Lynn Mays, 24 CR 629 and 25 CR 758. Ms. Taylor, Mr. Mays may be on WebEx. The court would note a number of requests to appear via WebEx that were sent to our ADA coordinator that were frankly more of the sort of sovereign citizen magic word talisman nonsense. And so the court had denied that. He then called the court staff, said something to the effect of having a child in a wheelchair. I don't know what the status of any of that is at this point, but he was told he needed to be here in person. Do you have any news on Mr. Mays?
Your Honor, I was checking our files just last night because I was appointed when he was in custody. Then he posted bond. I didn't see that we had received an application. So I was also wondering about his intentions and whether he planned to apply for a public defender or represent himself or hire private counsel.
Actually, I have. Sorry.
Mr. Mays, you need to turn on your camera if you're going to address the court. So, Ms. Taylor, here's an interesting issue. Mr. Mays has filed a number of motions that indicate he does not believe the court has jurisdiction over him. If that's the case, how can he represent himself?
It's a fair question.
Because if he doesn't believe that the court has jurisdiction over him, which I can assure you it does, then he will refuse to apply the rules of the court and the orders of the court because he believes it does not have jurisdiction over him. Then how can he represent himself?
And my office would be happy to represent him, but I don't think we have the documentation that we would need, such as proof of income, to be able to proceed in that direction today. Did you
Your
do
Honor,
that, Mr. Mays?
I reached out to the public defenders. I was trying to find your name. I couldn't find. I have emails that prove that I was reaching out to them. They took my court case. I asked several times. I was like, I need to get a hold of. I don't even remember your name. Tell me your name again, Miss. The public defender.
So Taylor. Miss Taylor.
Miss Taylor, yes, ma'am. I was trying to reach out to you personally to talk to you about this case. I wanted to move forward. I have someone else that was going to assist as an amicus curiae and help with discovery. I could not get a hold. That was 3 weeks ago that I was trying to email them, and I did not get anything back from them. I have no income right now. I'm literally homeless. I'm borrowing someone's computer right now. It's not that I don't believe in the system, sir. I apologize. That's the thought. I object to any sovereign citizen language at all. That's not me, sir. I'm just trying to execute the best I can in this situation and like rescind anything that I did. I'd mean no harm to anyone. I'm a friend of the U.S., the United States. I did not mean any damage to anybody in any of these situations. So, yeah, if I can get with Miss Taylor and we can go forward, I don't have the ability to make things happen, and I am truly apologetic for that, sir.
All right, well, I mean, so do you want an attorney?
Yes, I would like to work with Miss Taylor. I was trying to figure out the application. I was trying to reach out to her to like get more information on it, to see if there's anything that I could do or anything like that. Literally, I couldn't see anything on the e-filing about the case or anything. I didn't understand any of it, so I was trying
So
to get more information.
if you want Miss Taylor, what you need to do is go apply for the public defender.
Can I do that online somehow?
You cannot do it online. You can find the application online, but you would have to download it onto a computer. It's a fillable PDF. You'd have to save it so all your answers don't disappear when you email it. And then once you save it and download it with all the answers filled in, then you email it to the Fort Collins Public Defender's Office. The instructions can be found online. If you Google like Fort Collins Public Defender's Office, you'll find a link that will basically take to a web page that will explain all of that more or less in
Okay, that was my questioning because I couldn't find a way to submit that over to you guys.
All right. So you need to go there in person. The other question I have for you is you had basically requested of the court permission to appear via WebEx due to an ADA accommodation. I need help understanding a little more about what is the issue and what a reasonable accommodation would be. It was hard in those emails to find out exactly what the request was for. And also it seemed like you asked for a 2-week sort of time frame. So help me understand what the issue is and what a reasonable accommodation would be.
It's Light's chronic post-traumatic stress disorder. Stems from 10 years of being a correctional officer. It's a lighting situation, sir.
All right. So what is the accommodation you're requesting?
WebEx, this is good right here when I have low lights and I can communicate effectively without having a flare up, sir.
Okay. Mr. Berkey? It was from the emails the ADA coordinator received, it was very unclear as to what the issue was and what a reasonable accommodation would be. That is far more clear.
And for things like ADA accommodations, I don't know that I can really have standing to weigh in on that or what a reasonable accommodation would be. So I would defer to the court and the ADA coordinator.
All right. So here's the issue, Mr. Mays. I'm fine with you being on WebEx. You're here right now. You got on WebEx. I can see you. I can hear you. Everything's fine. So I have no issue with you being on WebEx, and you can be on WebEx. The issue is this, though. I need to get your attorney situation squared away. So on the next court date, if you haven't applied for an attorney, at some point we need to get all that figured out. And to do that and make it function, I may need you to be here in person to get that done. So as long as you go and apply for the public defender and all of that is taken care of by the next date, then you can appear via WebEx. Otherwise, I may need you here just to make it function. And so then it would not be a reasonable accommodation to have you on WebEx because we can't actually get the thing done that we need to get done without you being here. So if you go apply for the public defender in person, that's fine. And then I'll see you on the next court date and you can be on WebEx. So let's do.
Your Honor,
Go
did
ahead.
she say I could print it out and email it over to her? Is that what she said, I believe?
You still need to go over there in person. You need to bring all that over there in person. The other thing is sometimes they need more information and it's helpful if you can get that information in person, okay?
Copy that, sir.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is have you come back on Tuesday, May 12th at 8:30. Tuesday, May 12th, 8:30 on both cases, and you can be on WebEx. Just go make sure you apply for the public defender, okay?
Copy that. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yes,
All right,
Glenn Mays, I'm here on that. My God-given name, Glenn Mays, yes. Glenn P. Mays.
25 CR 629, 25 CR 758, Glenn Mays appears. Did you apply for the public defender?
No, sir, I did not. I had something tell me that wasn't the way to go. I should probably try to represent myself and get this dismissed, get the discovery, get whatever I can to get this show on the road. I didn't mean any type of harm or anything like that. I'm just trying to figure out also like the nature and cause of this proceeding, like how to go forward. You mentioned jurisdiction last time, and I was wondering as I understand it, there's two types of jurisdiction, criminal and admiralty, and I'm just trying to figure out which one of those we're going to try
All right,
this.
Mr. Mays, so this is not a court where magic words and things have talismanic effect. The things that you've been filing have no meaning. If you want to
Mhm.
represent yourself, you can do that if you agree that you subject yourself to the authority of the court. Do you so agree?
Agree to subject myself to the authority of court. What does that mean? I don't understand that.
Well, if I tell you to do something, are you going to do it? If I tell you to be here, are you going to be here? If I tell you you have a hearing, are you going to show up? Are you going to follow the rules of the court?
I will do as I'm told, within reason. Yes, sir. Like,
Okay.
I don't want to dishonor you in the court, and I apologize for anything that you misconstrued. I'm a Christian. I'm not here for harm or anything like that.
All right, give me 1 second.
And I do apologize for any previous thing that you feel like it got under your skin or anything like that. That wasn't
No,
my.
nothing's gotten under my skin, man. To be honest with you, none of this bothers me. It takes a lot to get under my skin, and no
Okay.
one has come close in the last couple of years. But my
Awesome.
point is this sort of legal thing that you engage in where you say these words about not wanting unnecessary joinder and being of the family maze and all that kind of stuff, just it doesn't have any actual meaning, which you can say it, but it doesn't matter.
That
So you have a right to represent yourself. Do you understand that you have the right to be represented by counsel throughout these proceedings?
I do understand that, and I just wanted to ask again for clarification of the jurisdiction that you mentioned last time.
I don't understand the question.
As I read the Constitution, there's two types of jurisdiction when it comes to.
This is not an admiralty court.
Okay, it's common law.
This is a Colorado state court. We are under the jurisdiction of Colorado. The United States Constitution applies. The laws in the state of Colorado apply. Do you understand that if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided to you?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Do you understand I will appoint counsel if you want an attorney to represent you?
If I want one, yes.
Yes. All right. Do you understand the charges against you?
I do not understand the charges against him, sir.
All right. So you don't understand the charges against you, but you want to represent yourself.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to find out the nature and cause of this to go forward. You know what I mean? Understand what the charges are, and I can't see anything on e-file or anything, and there's no real information. I
All
wasn't
right.
properly
So
assessed.
you understand that you have a case where you're wanted out of the state of Texas for failure to appear for a marijuana possession case?
Okay, that one I'm aware of. That's my
All right.
son's medication.
All right. So then you also have a case where you've been charged with offering a false instrument for recording in the first degree. That is a class 5 felony. Do you understand that you have been charged with that?
Yes, I understand that I've been charged with that.
All right.
Thank you.
A class 5 felony is punishable by probation or community corrections, or a sentence to 1 to 3 years in the Department of Corrections, up to 6 years if aggravating circumstances exist, 2 years of mandatory parole, and a fine of $1,000 to $100,000. Do you understand those possible penalties?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any legal training?
Legal training. I'm not aware of any legal training that I've had. I just read a lot. I read the Constitution. I read the state Constitution. Those are the legal trainings I have. I'm not one of these sovereign citizen people. I don't even understand what that is, sir. I've just literally been reading from different court executives and Supreme Court decisions through Justia and Cornell Law. Those are.
All right. How far have you gone in school?
I finished high school.
I'm sorry. So say that one more time.
That I finished high school and a little bit of college.
All right. Are you under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcohol that would affect your understanding of these proceedings?
No, sir. I am of sound mind and ability to contract.
All right. Do you have any history of mental illness that could affect your ability to knowingly waive your right to counsel or adequately represent yourself in these proceedings?
I'm not aware of anything like that whatsoever.
Do you wish to consult with the public defender before you make a decision as to whether to waive counsel or represent yourself? Because I will allow you to chat with them.
Will that put me under any other things I could just chat?
I don't understand. What'd you say?
I can just chat with her freely.
Just for a minute about whether or not you want an attorney to represent you. I'll allow you to do that.
Okay, let me chat with her just real quick. If Ms. Taylor is responsive to that.
Ms. Taylor, can you do a breakout session with Mr. Mays really quick?
I would have to get on WebEx, but I can do that.
All right. Mr. Mays, what I'm going to do is Ms. Taylor's going to hop on WebEx here in a minute. We'll put you in a breakout session, so you just have to accept that. And then y'all can have a conversation, and y'all be the only people in that room, and then you'll come back into court, okay?
Copy that, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Loud and clear.
All right. All right, so you talked with the public defender for a moment. Did that clarify your decision on whether you want to represent yourself or not?
Yes, yes. She clarified it directly and said this is not an all or nothing thing. You know what I mean? If you get in a situation to where you decide you need to go with a public defender, please feel free to reach out. So she definitely made me very comfortable in the process. And my only holdup is what's happened before, and I felt like due process was violated in a different situation. So that was my only holdup, to understand any of this process.
All right. So that I don't want to put words in your mouth. I just want to understand. So that makes it sound to me like you're more comfortable at this point proceeding without an attorney. Is that correct?
That is 100% correct.
All right. Do you understand that criminal law is a complicated area and that an attorney is trained in that field and could be of great help preparing and representing your defense?
Yes, that's why if I get in over my head or if I feel like something I don't understand, I will definitely choose that option.
All right. God bless you. Do you understand that you have the right to remain silent and that anything you say can be used against you in court?
Yes, I understand my rights.
All right. You understand you do have the right to represent yourself, but by doing so, you could take a great risk in not properly representing yourself. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand that as well.
All right. Do you understand that you have a right to confront witnesses against you and cross-examine them, and you also have a right to subpoena witnesses to your hearings?
I understand that.
All right. Do you understand you have a right? Well, so under that process, you have a right to subpoena witnesses, but obviously you understand you have to get them served and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. The form, and then send it to you guys, and then I have it served to them as well.
Right. So just like giving it to the court saying, hey, I want to subpoena these witnesses is part of it, but then you have to actually get them served, right? You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. I think at this time, the record shows Mr. Mays understands the nature of his charges. He understands the offenses, the allowable punishments. He has spoken to the public defender. I think he is competent to waive his right to counsel, and that waiver is made voluntarily, knowingly, and intelligently.
Voluntarily and knowingly? Sure. Intelligently? Debatable.
So, Mr. Mays, what I need you to do is I need you to basically exchange information with the district attorney so they can get discovery to you and y'all can have a conversation about how to move forward on your cases.
Hi, Mr. Mays. It appears you left a lot of contact information on the motion to dismiss that you filed. I just wanted to confirm that's all current and correct, and that the phone number ending in 0081 is your current phone number?
That is correct.
Okay. We'll have one of our prosecutors from the office reach out before your next court date. If you want to get discovery on your case, you can come by in person. We're on the second floor of this courthouse here at 201 LaPorte Avenue. You can go to the district attorney's office window, have your case numbers, and they'll be able to get you the discovery in your cases. I think my understanding is it usually goes a lot faster if you're able to bring an opened, like a brand new thumb drive that's empty, something like that, to be able to collect everything on, I think. So, if the contact information that was listed on your motion is correct, then we'll make sure someone reaches out to you before your next court date to discuss your case.
Yes, ma'am. Is there any other way to do that besides getting there? Is there an electronic process by chance?
You can call the main office line to ask about those procedures. Let me give you that phone number. That would be 970-498-7200. And they should be able to talk to you about any options for getting discovery.
Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that.
Yeah.
And you're the DA, Ms. Lowenkamp?
No, I'm one of the DAs in this courtroom, but I'm not the one who's going to be assigned to your case. So I'm just going to pass along this information and make sure that whoever's assigned to your case will reach out.
Okay, yeah. I'll get that discovery and get some time to look over it and proceed with my side as well.